So I will put this here. Okay, so now this is what I had so far from last lecture. And so basically just only extreme key pose, or you can call key poses, and add a little effect. So now this is what I think you guys should trying to get it all the golden key or key pose done as soon as you can, so that you can start it to break down more key. So what I was planning to do is on here, let me grab my actual file instead of that one. Hold on. And one moment. Okay, let me set up the project. Let me copy my, where is 2020? Oh. Oh, sorry, wrong. Okay. Oh, you guys still see my monitor, right? Hello? Where are we? Deformer has changed to microphone. Oh, can you guys hear? Oh, sorry. Something happened. My video is gone. Can you guys hear me? I am not hearing microphone. Same as system. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. So, okay. Where am I? G drive. Okay, let me copy my. Let me share the screen again. Screen number 2. Here we go. So, lecture. I think I have both of these. Copy. Okay. All right. Wait for a moment. Let me load it up. Basically, maybe while we're waiting, I could go to my G drive temporary. So basically, from now I got kind of basic key. So it's telling the story, and the next thing I need to do is I need to break down between the first key and that second key. So I break down now. When you break it down, you could, if you have a reference, you can follow the reference in midway. And so for example, if it's 100 frame, I will go to frame 50, and I will set all the keyframe, and then from there on, if I need to shift, give a favor to the first key, basically give this give the timing on the first key a little longer, I'm gonna have to shift it toward to the second key, basically. So that's, the process of breaking down is just you break more you add more key in between two keys to get more detail of action or movement, something like that. So now these will be my first breakdown. So I break down 1 and 2, and then 2 and 3. So 2 and 3, and then 3 and 4. So 3 and 4, and then 4 and 5, 4 and 5, and then 5 and 6, 6 and 7. So that's it. And then after you break down, you look at more if the motion need to be adjust or need to be add. You break down more. A second break will be a second breakdown. So from a second breakdown, you will between the first 1 and 2, you will get another one, and that will become a 2 instead of, because 1 and 2, and then break down the middle. I don't know if you, I hope that you won't get confused what I'm saying. That maybe let me just set it up on Maya so that make more sense. Modeling animation A11. Okay, there we go. Let me open that scene somewhere. Scene number 2. Okay. So at home I use different different color management. So I'm gonna turn that off and use the default one. Here we go. So I think I'm good. All right. Now let me check, see if I get the right file. It seems it's not the right one. To use scene maybe. No. Sorry guys, one moment. Runner sniper shot 1. Oh, yeah, I saved into the wrong place. Don't save on that. And I'm probably gonna get that color management problem again. Yep, as usual. Here we go. So I can change it. I'm gonna turn that off. Use the default Maya default one. Okay. So what I meant by that is right now I did not set up my controller yet. So let me go to frame 0. If you remember, on frame 0 I has extra key that everything's go back to the original bind pose. And let me show all. Okay, grab one of that, press F on perspective view. Here we go, so that I can see. We turn that off, show all. I have a little problem with the screen. Oh no, something blocking. Let me turn that off. Here we go. You guys, sorry if you hear some noise from 3D print. Hold on. I am printing student work. One moment. Somehow my, oh, that's a side view. Okay, that's why. Perspective. Here we go. Okay, let me get my controller to be on my shelf first. Let me create a new shelf because I didn't copy the shelf from last section. It said the game. Okay, I want that. The game And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show non-curves. Okay. And I'm gonna deselect first under script editor. Kind of review what we did in the past. Clear. Gonna select all the curve, and I'm gonna subtract the the main control because I use that as a reposition node. And I'm gonna copy all of these, middle mouse drag, drop into there. I'm gonna use mail, and I'm gonna edit, and I'm gonna rename it under shelf label. I'm gonna call all CTL. Okay. And you can change icon too if you want, but I'm not doing that. And I'll show you how to change icon and things like that. For people who took the TD class, you probably remember that, how to do it. Make sure you save all shelf so that you can back this up. I mean, to back it up, just look at for that name. You go to a under my document, and Maya 2020 preferences, and under shelves, and it should be right there. Mine is there, so we're gonna just copy that into D drive. I'm gonna back it up right away. I'm gonna put it in. Let me new sorry prefs. Okay, and I'm gonna put that shelf. So I mean, if you want to organize the folder, you can create the folder called shelf, but I can identify it by the name itself. Okay, so now I got that keyframe selected. So now when I click select, and you can see I have a this is really, so on frame 0. Hold on. I'm not going to pay attention on that. So frame 0 and this is 1. So that's the keyframe. All right. Now, the reason that I wanted to see my keyframe because I want to talk about this. So this is all the keyframe I got so far. Let me show all. Okay. So now my one moment, something happened with my hat. Oh, where does it go? Okay, so now what I meant when I show you on the the play blast. So basically I have on 80 frame, I can go to frame 40 and start it to break down. To break down, basically you need to set the key. I click select all and then I press S, and then I started to break down the pose. Okay, so now to do that, you definitely need to see the reference. Okay, so, and right now my reference is I changing into another side. There we go. And then, oops, go too far. There we go. So, and that's it. That you just keep breaking down, and then now you go to frame 80 and 130. You go midway, and you can press S to break everything down, and then you started to pose them. Does it make sense, guys? So this will be a first breakdown pass. And then when you're done all of this, you look at your motion again, and most likely you're gonna have to keep breaking down more. So it'll be second, third, until I am satisfied with the motion. I can convert all the graph editor into a spline, and you will probably have to break down even more after that to get the motion correct. I gonna wait to do this more to do more a demo on the process that I am doing that I want that I normally do. So, but that will be next week. So that this week, it doesn't have too much information before you get every file of your scene set up and ready to do animation. Okay. Any questions so far, guys? Are you guys doing okay?
I'm doing good.
Okay. So now
Okay.
I want to on our D2L. Let's see. I put this twin machine. It's really easy to use. It's kind of help you to do a better breakdown. It's not what do you call it? It's not better. It's allow you to have more flexibility on shifting your breakdown key, moving them around. Like for example, when we look at like for example right here, right? If I have to select all the controller, and I can shift select, and then I can give a favor. So when I move this toward to the second key, the third key, so it means the first key will take more time. It get more favor in terms of timing, and so basically you're gonna have a lot of drag or a lot of slowing out and then fast in. So that that's how you're moving around your breakdown key for your second breakdown and third breakdown after you saw it. But most likely those will happen when I mean, it will be more clear when you convert all the graph editor into a auto and spline, so that you can see like the transition, the interpretation between keyframe, and then you can give a slowing out or faster out, something like that. Now, the twin machine is what it does is it had a slider. Basically, you can put your, let's say, put on frame 60, and then you just touch the slider to activate the breakdown. What it does is it's allow you to create a breakdown that from midway, but giving a range left to right. So it means you can break down with the position. How about this? Um, Let me do the demo on that and how to install it. And then next week we'll do more uh, on the breakdown key, and then we use twin machine when we get to the point that you probably have a lot of major keyframe ready to do those little subtle change. Okay, so now this is how it works. If I click on that one, okay, what is that? So now to download it, you can just download it from here because I already downloaded into our D2L, but this is the website. Oops, sorry, hold on, let me undo quick. I gotta edit that, one moment. When it's not pops up, it's always act really strange. Let me, new window, update, okay. So now it should pops up into a new window, and this has a, ignore this part. The top part is if you wanted to edit the scripting. We are not. I'm not doing that. So we are not doing that. So basically, this is giving you a little history of who the the origin of the writer, which is Justin Barrett, and then later on he passed along to Alex Widener, and then now there's Keith Langle. I don't know, you guys know, have ever heard him. He's actually really good. In around early 2000, like 2005, something like that, I had a lot of his video. he talking about animation and concept of animating and things like that. But anyway, the installation, these are for free. So under release, I already downloaded for you. And then under window, this is just an instruction how to install the script. It's really similar way when we did with the auto rig, and now we have to execute the command. So now this is how to do it. First, download that. So I'm gonna save link as, and it will be a zip file. So I'm gonna put it inside our section 11 and right there. Okay. So when it's done downloading, you just unzip it. So extract all, and it should extract in the folder. Hey, come on. Oh, sorry. The window is right here. Extract, just right there. So now I got it inside right there. So on the website is indicate that Python is the one that they continue to update it. For the mail script, they are the same, but the Python, there will be more update in the future. So let's use Python instead. So now there's only two files. If you use mail, you have to do more than two things. Okay, so this is only two files. And Twin Machine, this is the script. I'm gonna copy it. It need to be inside script folder. So I open under my document, Maya 2020, and right here, script. This is there are two script folder. The up level script folder, this is for startup. So it means it will start it up every time when you open up the Maya software. And now the other folder is inside preference and script. So this is a kind of a subfolder that are only on the 2020. Not just only 2000. It is how do I explain this? Sorry, I'll come back later if I can organize my words how to explain it. But this is the top hierarchy, so we wanted to put in the top hierarchy, and it's same thing as the this machine. I did not put the auto rig on here, so it's supposed to have auto rig in here too. So now the other thing is the icon. Its icon will be inside sub preference folder. So I will put it inside the, oops, sorry, hold on, let me double click on it. I'll put it in here, icon. Okay, so now we're ready. So after that, normally I would have to restart the application. I'm gonna try, okay, if it work. So to install it, you click on the script editor, and I'm gonna copy that file name right here, not file name, the command, import tweenmachine.start. Okay, so I copy that, and I'm gonna click on Python tab, and that's it, paste, and then you just control enter, hold control key, and then enter. If there's no error message, so it means you're good. However, it doesn't work. So, oh, it does. Right here, you will get this window. That's it. So, now we need to put this on the shelf. To put on the shelf, once again, where's that command go? I think I release, I'm gonna paste it again, right there. Just control Control V, and then I highlight, middle mouse drag, and drop it on my shelf. So now I can close it. That's it. Just need that name so I can close this. When I click activate, it will bring it up. So what it does is this. Um, Let me delete that keyframe, and then I gonna okay. So let's say if I want to move the keyframe right there, and then I can just activate. I want 50% now. Can you see? But you have to make sure you select all the controller that you want to break down. So see, I got breakdown now. It even work with a let me check if I did it right. Oh, because my auto is on. So anyway, it works, and then you can you see it just break down halfway. So now what you can do is though, you can go to that keyframe and you can give a little favor. So let's say it, how about, oh, hold on, let me turn that overshot. Good, okay. So let me move toward to here. So it mean this will take up to, is it, hold on, up to 70%. So it will, can you see the time? It will be faster. So faster out and then slowly change. So now, what if I'm gonna delete that keyframe again? Here we go. I could move, give a favor. It's mean what it does is the motion will be 50%. In traditional breakdown, you break down on frame, let's say frame 40, right? Now I want the position of frame 40, but to be on frame 60. So you move your cursor, you just mark your timeline on frame 60, and then you started to scrap this a little bit. I can do 50%. There we go. Oh, that's too far. How about just midway, 50% like this? So now can you see the keyframe is there? So it's going to be a little slower from frame 1 to 60 and then faster. But the position on this keyframe is actually the position from a frame 40. So now this might be confuse you. Let me try something new. I'm not going to save that. Okay. And I mean, you can go ahead use Twin Machine right away, or you can just traditionally break it down, adjust your pose. Now when you do breakdown with the Twin Machine, you still can go in individual on the keyframe and then make adjustment on each rim of the body. So kind of combination that you are able to use it together. The other thing that I want to say, I almost forget. Don't forget, when you set each keyframe, make sure you select all the controller, because it's important, especially if you wanted to use Twin Machine, that each control has its own keyframe. So when it's break down, it will break down correctly. And do you know? Let's say it, if you have every part on frame 1 and frame 50, you break down in a 25 frame 25, so you have 23 keyframe, but somehow on your frame 25 left arm or right arm you don't have a keyframe on it. So when the Twin Machine try to break down, if you're going to break down from frame 1 to 25, everything else has a keyframe on 25 except for the right hand, right? So what it does is it's going to break down on the right hand on frame 1 to 50, not 1 to 25. Does it make sense? So it means every part of the body that has controller, it has to have keyframe in order to break down correctly. I mean, unlike when you same thing as you break down manually, it's going to be the same thing, because on the right hand is going to missing the keyframe on 25. So when you break down the position of the right hand, it's basically 50% of 1 and 50. Does it make sense, guys? So I normally use the word like a synchronized keyframe, but some other people using differently. So, and it works easier so that you know that if something wrong, let's say if somehow the hip turn but why the torso doesn't turn, or the shoulder is kind of dragged backward. Now if you don't have a keyframe in every single key, I mean, like if you don't set the keyframe every part on synchronize the keyframe, you're gonna get confused because you don't know which one it drag. So okay, I hope that makes sense. Now let's come back to here and then I will stop soon. So let's say if I have a cube, okay, and I'm gonna edit the cube a little bit. Just want it to be on the ground plane. I'm gonna change the pivot point, and I'm gonna hold V, and I'm gonna move only right there. Here we go. So that I can kind of add a little subtle motion like that. Okay, so now I'm gonna enable this tab. So let's say if I have one, let me phase transform quick. Okay, so I don't want scale. Maybe I should just leave it there. Okay, so I'm gonna press S, and then I'm gonna go to frame 120. Yep. No movement. 120 might be too much. Let's do just only 60. And then I'm gonna move, and then I'm gonna press S. Now I have auto key select. I have auto key selected, and I just going to use a auto for now, because let me execute one more time to override it, because the first one doesn't have a weight tangent. So now, okay. So now when you break down like this, let me add animation, visualization, editable motion tail, so that we can see the tail. Here we go. Okay. So basically break down 60%. So no, 50%. So that's the middle part, right? So you basically break it down, press S. So now it look like this. Now if you want to give a favor, this is traditional, you give a favor to the outgoing, so make it slowly out. So I just shift the whole thing there. So now let me frame 60. So when I play, can you see it slowly and then shoot in? Okay. So now when you use TweenMachine though, it's same concept, but give you more flexibility. So basically, you want this position a little longer. So hold on, let's do it like this first. Let me click on that. So I'm gonna just grab it. I'm gonna put 0, middle at. So now it's just like traditional. So now what you can do though, let me delete. I mean, even though if you use TweenMachine and then you feel like you want it to change, so you could still do like this. Like what? Without using TweenMachine. So now I'm gonna do slightly different. Oh, sorry, delete. Okay, so basically I'm gonna move my keyframe right there, and then gonna add. Here we go. So now can you see when I add a little, just move until it's activated? Can you see that position? The box shifted to the middle, like the frame 30, but you're using TweenMachine to do like what we had to do less step than what I did with a traditional. That does make sense, guys. This is how it works. And so now the middle position shift the time. The position still the same, but time shift. That doesn't make sense. And you can do a little more adjustment too. Here we go. Can you see? I can make sure you go to that keyframe and then you can reposition it using Twin Machine. So if you don't have these two, basically you're gonna have to shift select, move the time, or go to this keyframe and then adjust the location of the object. So this will help you with a lot of things, like with the body, like for example, when you have those keyframe on top and like a shoulder and elbow, right? Oops, sorry, right there, like shoulder and elbow, and then the wrist. So you can set all the key like this, and then you select only the controller on the shoulder. You want the shoulder to go a little sooner, and then the other follow later, so you can use the Twin Machine to make some adjustment. And I will show you with the compile animation later, but right now you got an idea as how to use them. So the other thing is to change the icon, you just right click on it, go to shelf, under shelf, and you can name it, but the icon has a name for it, so I don't need to I didn't need to put the name on top. So under icon name, there's a default Python family PNG. We're going to change it. So I'm going to click on it. And now, if you put your icon image in the icon folder, Maya will know exactly where to find it. So now I can select that, click open, save. Now can you see I got that shelf, so I'm gonna save all shelf. Now if I need to back up for this and share with your teammate, you need to do this. I'm gonna go to, basically you're gonna copy that icon folder, okay, and you're gonna put backup preference, I'm gonna put inside there, and then I'm gonna go back to my document one more time because we need to save the shelf. So shelf, because we just save it, we have to override it. Now I'm gonna grab that again, copy, and then let's see if I can, okay, and then I'm gonna override the old one because the old one doesn't have the second shelf yet, and that's how you bring it, send it to other people, and then they have to install it in the folder. So basically, you put shelf inside the right there, inside preference shelf, and then you put icon. You can just copy that icon and then put inside the icon folder under preference, and then the script will be inside there. Okay, that's it. And oh, there's another script there, I think, because we saved the I update the what is it, the image. Okay, so all right, I think that's it for today. Something a little short and basic. And any questions, guys? Anybody have any questions? No? All right, so in that case, workday the rest of the time. Let me check real quick before, if you wanted to take off, it's fine. So let me, okay. So day 2 now. Did you guys go to vote?
I did mail in.
You mail. Okay, Nathan? Nathan?
Here.
Oh, here we go. Alicia, I saw you. Justin, Justin.
I'm here.
Somehow I don't see your name. Oh, right there. Yes, thank you. Nathan Gear. Nathan Gear. Hey guys, sometime I won't see your icon, your name on it. Just say something. Alexander. Alex. No. Josh. Josh. No. Oh yeah, I told everybody that today is a work day, right? I forgot. Okay, so never mind. I'm not checking roll. Hold on. Because people probably think that won't do any lecture. Okay, sorry guys. You good. All right. And I'll put this video soon.